Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I am lulling Lisa, hoping to lull you into a state of relaxation, sleep, entertainment, or just comfort you with ASMR. So today's video is a good one because I had your input in one of my last videos. I asked you all if you think it's a good idea if I create a scenario for you all similar to what I have you imagine in the imagination personality test. However, in this scenario, it wouldn't have any meaning, you can say, because with those tests, I give you a scenario and then I tell you what your answers actually meant. This one is going to be purely meditative, sort of like an imagination meditation, if you will. So I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but you'll probably see by the title of this video. So I just wanted this to be the opportunity for you to relax and unwind through like a scenic journey meditation, if you will. So I'm going to completely make this up on the spot, and I'm going to take you on a journey with me, and I just hope that it can just relax you. And even if you are stressed out or nervous, anxious, can't sleep, whatever this scenario may be, I just hope that this can bring you some sort of peace and comfort. So hopefully you're in a relaxing environment, okay? I hope you are relaxed, comfortable. However you listen to ASMR, I hope this is ideal for you because I just really want you to sit back and relax. And you can even close your eyes, okay? If you want to close your eyes, you can close your eyes for this video. It's going to just be mostly talking, so I'm just going to have you imagine scenarios. So if it helps you to really let the imaginative juices flowing, just simply close your eyes, okay? So if you like this style video or meditation, if you will, and you want to see this again, next time I do this kind of video, I won't talk as long in the intro, I promise, but since this is the first of its kind, I just wanted you to know what you're getting into. So please, of course, let me know if you enjoy this, and that way I know the kind of content that you enjoy. But I think this will be really relaxing, and I've done quite a few of those imagination personality tests, so I have a feeling I know how to take you on a good journey. So do you trust me? It's going to be a comfortable journey, okay? But I'm going to have you imagine things, so I need you to open your mind just a little bit, okay? So relax, 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 relax. Before we begin, I just want you to take a deep breath in and then take a deep breath out. Typically, breathing in through your nose if you're able to, and out through your mouth is just the most relaxing, soothing, okay? So I want you to relax your body, like we can hold a lot of tension in our shoulders, we can hold a lot of tension on our head. Just make sure that you're super, super, super comfortable wherever you are. So just be very comfortable, very relaxed, okay? It's a relaxing journey for us that we're about to go on. So I'm going to place you right now in your mind. Imagine right now that you are on the beach. You're on the beach, okay? You are standing on the beach and you are feeling very comfortable. You are wearing a comfortable swimsuit, something that you feel very confident in, something that you feel very comfortable in. However, you are completely alone, so there's no need to feel self-conscious or worried about prying eyes at all. You're completely alone and you are very, very comfortable, and you are standing on the beach. Imagine the water in front of you. Do you imagine ocean? Do you imagine the sea, the beach? Do you imagine it to be vast and wide? Do you imagine the horizon to go on forever? Or is it in a little private cove just tucked away? So imagine exactly your beach scenario. I want you to start off with your feet. Okay, so your feet are in the sand, and the sand is comfortably warm. Okay, very comfortably warm. I want you to imagine wiggling your toes and feeling the sand between your toes. Your feet are very dry, so the sand is not sticking to your toes. It's just washing just right off. So the sand just slips and slides in between. You're wiggling your toes. The sand is warm. It's not uncomfortably warm. It's the perfect temperature for sand to be. Your feet are not burning. It's very comfortable, very warm and soothing. How do you picture the sand to look? Is it white sand? Is it a little bit discolored? Are there pebbles in the sand? How do you imagine the sand in your feet? It is a beautiful beach after all, and the shoreline is just a few steps from where you're standing. So before you get your feet wet, you really want to just relax in the sand and take in your surroundings. So as we go up, your arms are at your side and they're just hanging loose, comfortably. And your face is looking at the horizon. Of course, you can see the water and the sun. How do you picture the sun to be? Is it very sunny out? Bright and sunny? Is the sun setting? There is some kind of sun showing. Is it magic hour? How do you picture the sun to be on this particular day or evening, what have you? Just imagine that. Do you feel the warmth on your face? How is the weather like? Is it a beautiful day? I'm imagining a beautiful day for you, so I hope you can just take that in. Are there any clouds, or is it completely cloudless and calm? How is the weather washing over you? How do you feel? Are the rays of the sun making you feel warm and comfortable? Or are you anticipating going in for a swim? So just imagine this. Now, you're getting a little bit curious. Your curiosity is getting the best of you and you want to see how the water is going to be. After all, you are on this beautiful beach for a reason, so you do want to experience the water. Do you imagine the water to have some waves, or do you imagine it to be quite calm and tranquil? Is it going to be a fun beach day where you're playing in the waves, or it's just calm, serene, relaxing? So just imagine the water for a second. Now you're going to walk closer, and as you walk closer, you're going to feel the wet sand on your feet because you're getting close to the shore, and you can see that the light waves have brought in a little bit of dampness to the sand, so you can feel the sand. You can almost hear the packed sound of walking on the sand. So just imagine that you're walking towards the water. The sand under your feet is a little bit damp, and you're just paddling on, just getting closer and closer and closer to the water's edge. Now, before you completely submerge yourself in the water, you're going to test it out first, because it's always a good idea to just lightly get your feet wet first. So, you're going to casually walk in. How does that feel on your feet, the water? Was it surprisingly cold and refreshing, or was it perfectly warm and comfortable and it has you wanting to go in even more? So just imagine now you are ankle deep in this water, so just your feet are currently wet. How does it make you feel? As you look at the water and you can see your feet in the water, I want you to imagine in this water there are a few seashells. There are a few beautiful maybe white and brown as well. I want you to pick up a seashell. So just bend over. Still, you're only ankle deep in this water, but you see seashells. I want you to pick up the first seashell that caught your eye. How does it feel in your hand? Is it smooth? Is it rough? What does this look like? What color is the seashell? How large is the seashell that you picked up? So just imagine it in your hand. I want you to run your fingers over the seashell, over the shell of it. What exactly is the feeling of the seashell? Can you feel the water on your hand as you picked up the seashell? It's your first experience putting your actual hands and fingers into the water to retrieve the seashell. So how do you feel with the seashell in your hand? It's a little bit damp. You have this seashell with maybe ridges on it, or maybe it's smooth. I just want you to run your finger over it. Now, you have pockets in your swimsuit. Do you decide to keep the seashell with you, or do you want to put the seashell back where you found it? You can decide. Maybe you're feeling sentimental and you want to remember this day, so you keep this little memento with you. Or maybe you're more of a person who doesn't want to disturb your surroundings, so you simply admire it and place it back down. What do you do in this scenario? Now, you're excited now. You're feeling your senses sort of wake up and stir. You've had your feet in the water. You've had your hands in the water. You want to go knee deep now. So not waist deep, just knee deep. You want to test how deep this goes. So you're going to walk in slowly into the water. Slowly, slowly walk in, and you can feel the water just inching closer, closer, closer to your knees with every step you take. You gradually feel your body start to get a little bit more wet from the water. You are now knee deep into this water. Are you still comfortable? Do you have the desire to stay this way and admire your surroundings, or do you actually anticipate going in any further? So think about how the water made you feel. Now your knees are wet, your calves are wet, your feet are wet, your feet are in this wet sand in the water, and it's very smooth. You've passed all the seashells, and now the sand beneath your feet is very smooth. Now I want you to imagine that this water is crystal clear, so you can actually see your feet and you can see everything around you. The beach is still completely empty. You are by yourself, but you know in your heart and in your mind that you are safe, that nothing bad is going to happen to you whatsoever. This is a very mystical, magical place, and you're just wrapped in this protective bubble. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. Whether you can swim really well or you can't swim at all, it just so happens that you're going to be perfectly safe in this water, in this experience, okay? So just relax, just relax. You feel yourself start to let go and to smile a little bit and to get curious about your surroundings. So you take a look around. You can see your feet after all. It's crystal clear water. And what does that mean? You notice a little fish swim by. It's a very, very tiny fish, but you notice this fish. How big is this fish? I said it's tiny, but how small is tiny in your mind? Could it fit in your hand? Could you hold it between your fingers? Is it as long as your arm? You decide what that means for you, tiny. What does tiny mean to you as you see this fish swim over to you? Now you can see from the reflection of the sun into the water, you can see the brilliant colors of this fish. What color or colors do you imagine this fish to be? So you imagine this small fish. It's small to you, and it's revealing its own color to you. What color is the fish? What color do you imagine this beautiful fish to be? side as you do this, so I want you to go waist deep. Okay, you don't want to go too deep. You just want to go waist deep. So the water is up to your belly and you're feeling a little bit more comfortable. I think you're slowly acclimatizing to the water. So I want you to scoop up some water and just rub it on your arms and rub it on your body slowly. So just scoop up some water. Imagine the sounds of the water just trickling from your fingers as you scoop it up and you just place it on your body. You're going to wet a little bit on your arms, on your shoulders. You can wet your chest. You can just slowly wet yourself just a little bit in the water. And all this time, the fish is just curiously swimming around you. It seems as though you've made a friend after all, so you're not alone like you thought you were. You have a friend now, and perhaps you should explore a little bit together. Now, some time has passed, and it is magic hour. Magic hour is about an hour before sunset, so the rays of sun just look beautiful. They're just shining on you, just cascading on your skin, just giving you this golden glow. Just illuminating your eyes, illuminating your face. You can feel yourself start to let go and to smile even. It's illuminating everything about you, and you're suddenly just coming to life. You can feel yourself really let go in the water. So you decide to go a little bit deeper, and you can always see your feet and you can always see your surroundings, and you feel very comfortable. There's nothing that you see in the ocean except for sand and endless water and this little fish by your side. So you're just going a little bit deeper, just a tiny bit deeper into the water, just casually, just going up to here. So not even your shoulders, just up to here. So your shoulders are still out of the water, but you feel your shoulders just so relaxing, and you can feel your arms just floating above the water. Feels very comfortable. You can swim if you want to, but you don't even have to. You can just stand there and take it all in. So do you decide to swim a little bit with the fish, or would you rather just stand around and just move your arms and move your legs, but still standing in one spot? What did you decide to do? Did you want to swim just a little bit, or did you want to stand around? Either way, you have your fish with you on this journey, and your fish friend seems to want to be near you. This little friend is just as curious about you as you are curious about them. So this wonderful lone little fish and your lone little self have come together, and you found a common bond in the water. You're both really enjoying yourself. You feel soothing and relaxing, very calm, very relaxing, very perfect. The perfect environment for the perfect evening swim. So you're in the water, and you look up to the sky. You can see the rays of sun, you can see the warmth, and you can see the magic hour. And suddenly a bird flies overhead in the distance. It's not very close to you, but it's close enough that you can make out this bird's features. You can guess the size of the bird. You can see the color of the bird, but this bird is just casually flying overhead. This bird is going somewhere else, but you're admiring this bird. What color was this bird? What did you imagine it looked like? How big was this bird? Was it flapping its wings, or was it gliding in the sky? Do you imagine the bird soaring high and just going right past you? Or do you imagine this bird is going to softly land eventually in either the water or on the shore? So what fate did you imagine for this bird? Just picture this bird in the sky and picture the eventual outcome of this bird just flying, soaring, 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 high, high, high. You notice when you saw the bird that your fish friend happened to swim away, and you don't see the fish anymore, and you figured it's time to get out. You know your fish is going to swim somewhere safe, and you realize it's time for your journey in the water to finish up. So you said a little goodbye to your fish friend in your mind, and you hope that he's safe, and you hope that he's happy, and you turn your back on the sunset, and you walk back to the shore, slowly getting out of the water. You're just letting everything dry off as you slowly walk out of the water. So you walk out inch by inch and slowly let your body just dry itself of the water that's just dripping on you. Did your hair get wet at all, or did you happen to keep it out of the water? If your hair got wet, you can just wring it out or fluff it out, or maybe you don't have any hair, and that's not a problem. Either way, you're slowly drying yourself even before you get off on shore. So you're going to see your bathing suit bottoms, and maybe you have to wring them out a bit, or maybe you need to just take out any additional water that's stuck to you. But you can feel that this is salty water. So any wounds that you've had have been cleaned in this purifying, beautiful water. Magically, it's salt water. Whatever you imagined, even if you imagined yourself in a lake, it is salt water. So you can feel that your wounds are just drying up and just healing just magically. Any scars you've had just sealing up, just completely, you're being cleansed, if you will. You know, salt water is just such a naturally good source for your body, even for your hair and your scalp. So did you notice any water got in any places? Did you maybe at some point pick up some water and rub it on your face at all? Or did you keep this area pretty dry, as we spoke about? It's honestly up to you. But either way, you're slowly leaving this salty water, and you're slowly drying yourself even more as you leave. So you're walking up, and you're careful to just stand on the shore just for a little bit. Just for a little bit as you make your feet dry before you walk into the sand. So you want your feet to dry ideally as much as you can before you step into the sand. So you decide to turn around. And you turn around, and now you are looking at the water again once more. But the sun, it looks like as if it's setting. Maybe it's going to be setting in 30 minutes from now, but it's a very warm orange sun. You can see it in the distance, and it looks beautiful. And suddenly, in the horizon of this water, you see something jump out of the water. And at first you were maybe startled, until you see something jump out again. And then again. And then again. And you notice a school of dolphins in the distance, and they look as though they are happily swimming. How does this make you feel? How can you imagine feeling when you see these dolphins swimming, almost as if they're putting on a show for just you and you alone, because you're by yourself, and you're comfortable, and you're relaxed, and you're drying off, and you can't believe your eyes. Have you ever seen a dolphin before? Let alone a school of dolphins just swimming for you. The show is very beautiful, and it seems to go on for quite a while. Suddenly the dolphins drift away, and you notice it is sunset. You have two choices. You turn around, and you walk towards the sand even further, and you see a towel lying out for you. And you also see beside the towel a bag. It is a bag full of water, as well as a snack. Do you decide to sit out on the towel to dry out further before you leave, or do you take the towel, have two choices here. What do you want to do? Do you want to dry yourself on this towel? Do you want to lie down and just let the water drip from your body as you're waiting to dry off? Maybe you take the water, you have a sip, you take your little snack out, and you decide to eat as you watch the sunset. Or do you anticipate the coming darkness, and do you want to roll up the towel, rub it on your skin, pack it up, and head home? What do you decide to do? Either choice you make is okay, and you are safe, and you have to remember that you've had a beautiful beach day, and you are calm, and you are tranquil, and after being in that water, it was almost purifying for you, and it was almost healing. So are you anticipating going home and relaxing there and just sleeping peacefully? Or would you like to just relax for a few more minutes on the beach and admire your surroundings? What do you decide to do? Either way, it is time to go. Whether you lied on the towel and had some time pass, or whether you dried up and packed up to leave, eventually it is always time to go. No matter what you decide to do, no matter what choice you decide to make, whether you've prolonged this visit or not, it's always going to be time to go eventually. And so you set off on this path to go home. There's a little trail for you. It's very peaceful and serene. It's well lit, so no matter what you did, even if the sun sets, it is still well lit. The sky is quite light, and you still have a safe distance to make it home, and to journey home, and to safely make your way into your bed, crawling into your bed, opening your fluffy bed sheets, placing them over your body, and having a relaxing, peaceful sleep. The kind of sleep that only a day at the beach can provide, where you feel very drained from the sun and drained from the sea, but yet you feel relaxed and refreshed, and as though you had the most perfect day, and every choice you made was the right choice for you, and everything you saw is what you wanted to see. So close your eyes now, close your eyes, and just imagine that day on the beach as you drift off to sleep, almost as though the waves are crashing over your body, and you can feel yourself getting lighter and lighter as your eyelids grow heavier and heavier, and it's time for you to sleep. The journey has finished for now, but if you enjoyed coming on that beach journey with me, that imaginative, meditative beach journey with me, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. If you're listening to me, I know you're still awake, so I would love your input. Did you enjoy this? Did you enjoy this? Where would you like to go next with me? We've done the beach now. What journey lies ahead for us next? Feel free to let me know if you enjoyed this. But as always, it was so nice to be with you and to relax with you. As I imagined this journey for us, it made me feel very calm and relaxed, and it was just so nice to just sit with you for a little bit and just imagine this beautiful day. You know, even if you're alone, there's always a friend to be found. Even in times when it feels like we are by ourselves, maybe with a careful look around, we realize that that isn't always the case. So, I hope you had a wonderful meditative journey with me in this scenario-based meditative relaxation that we had going on. that you've accepted me into your lives and that these ASMR videos can bring you a sense of calmness or relaxation or entertainment or even sleep. I love that so much for us, so I just want to wish you a very good night, and I wanted to thank you for trusting me to bring you on this journey together where you are safe. I want you to have a wonderful sleep and know that I truly